things in Malawi, in Africa, everywhere are bad. But the way things are bad in Africa is so disappointing. There are more waste than anywhere else in the world. We're talking about the life, like it's not easy in Africa for a person who has no connection to make it in life. It's not easy. Let's take, for example, Malawi, because that's where I'm coming from. For you to get a job in Malawi, my friend, you can apply for job. Maybe take, for example, applying 10 times for a job. No response. You apply another job 20 times. Sometimes you send application later, maybe 3 times or 10 times. For the same job, maybe you should be considered. But surprisingly, you don't get the response you need. You are facing problems. And you quit. You're like, no, I don't want to apply anymore for the jobs in Malawi. Take, for example, somebody who is graduated today. Right? Now, immediately after graduation, you begin to apply for jobs. Some jobs are not advertised. You just send application, generally looking for the job. Some jobs you apply because it's an advertisement of a job, but you don't get a response. So years are passing by. Now it's a third year since you've been applying for the job, but you don't get called. That is what is happening in Africa. And you wonder, in Malawi, this thing is really serious. Today, you can go for an interview, and if it is, for example, an interview which they are looking for 10 people, but they will invite 2,000 people. But they're looking for 10 people. Why 2,000 people? These people, they want you to struggle for the job. But they're not going to give jobs to 2,000 people. They only just give to 10 people. I once attended the interview. We applied a lot of people, maybe close to 1,000 or 2,000 people. We were all invited for an interview. It was a leading interview. But we were told after lighting the interview that we were looking for only 5 people. I was like, no, who can? Come on, we really don't have the chance to get the job if they're looking for 5 people. Only backdoor, like people who have good backdoor who get the job. It's happening. All right. So what is it that I'm saying? Really, things are hard in Africa. But can we make these things not to be hard anymore? How? You just better tell me. Because the same politicians who are in government now are the ones who could promise us that things would be better. But now they're inside the government. They don't see any problem anymore. They want us to keep on suffering. Their promises cannot be kept. Cannot be kept. So how are you surviving in your country? How are you fighting poverty? How are you fighting struggles? Is it easy to get a job wherever you are coming from? In Africa, it is not easy. You can have a qualification. For example, I have an accounting diploma, but I can't get the job with that qualification. And now I'm tired. I don't even know how is this possible. You can have an ICAM diploma but fail to get the job. It happens in Malawi. But some people say it's marketable. qualification in Malawi and even within the SADC. Of course, examinations for this paper really were tough. According to me, they're really tough. But I managed, I worked very hard, I passed. I got the paper. I have it. And actually, I have even a certificate in financial accounting. But what is it that I'm saying? People may say like, no, this guy's not educated. He doesn't know whatever he's talking about. I know what I'm talking about. That's why I'm a YouTuber now. I'm doing YouTube now because there's nothing that is making me feel like I'm an important person. I better speak, have a platform, and air my views and speak with people everywhere in the world. You know, sometimes maybe doing this out of passion because I like speaking. I like analyzing things. Being an accountant, you have to analyze things. I have that skill of analyzing things. And I analyze them naturally. I tell you, if I see something, I can be able to analyze the thing naturally. The dog was barking outside there. So maybe this video, you are hearing dog barking. It's just the dog that within the compound, but I'm inside the house. So they're barking. What is it that I'm saying? Let's make Africa not to be a body continent whereby citizens there should be going through a lot. Like I'm an African, but I had a chance, an opportunity to be in Europe at some time before. The way people in Europe do their things, guys, it's not about qualification. It's about, doing things for common good. You can be educated or you cannot be educated, but you're going to be treated the same way. Your life will never have any signs of difference from one another in terms of living standard, access to things that you basically need. In Europe, there's no such thing like, because you are a lawyer, so you are better than a person who is a laborer. Actually, if a laborer is working very hard, it can be better than a lawyer in Europe because they are treating people equally and they pay you according to how much effort you put in something. And it's not difficult for you to get what you want. If you work for that thing, you keep on doing that thing, you get it, and your life will change within a short period of time. In Africa, this is not true. If you're a lawyer, an accountant, a judge, a politician, a president, a minister, if you have a certain profession, people are respecting you more than anybody else. And those that are ordinary people are not being respected. And that's not life. That's not what we're supposed to be doing here. We must love one another. So we can build a continent, we can build our nations by making sure that we really are working together in order to promote and support one another, to build a nation, a continent that is equal, that the citizens of the continent are living equal life. Imagine I'm a Kenyan and I find it to be more better. I'm better than say like a Tanzanian, but we are all one in Africa. The treatment is coming because of nationalistic, elements. Like because I'm Kenyan and my pride is Kenyan, I think I should make Kenya to be of high standard compared with Tanzania. Or I'm South African, therefore because I'm South African, I should be better than Nigerian. Africa, let us try to build equal systems that are going to treat and give privileges to African people equally without considering our geographical positions within the continent, so that we can live equally and prosper together equally. I think I'm making sense. Sometimes you may be finding yourself talking and even not knowing what you're talking about. So what about those people that are watching you? They'll be like, no, man, you're misleading us. You're giving us something that we really don't understand. But I'm trying to speak about let us be equal in Africa. Let's be equal, guys. Our leaders, let's be equal. It is possible. We can achieve that. Right? So I'm giving you this video. I believe you're going to watch this video and you are going to love it. We're talking about Africa. So let's make sure that we speak. Actually, we should speak to our politicians, because these are the ones that should hear our cries. We are crying in Africa. If I'm saying there's not much job in Malawi, this is the same thing in South Africa. This is something in Nigeria. I said I was in Europe before, and I met a lot of people from South Africa, from Nigeria, from everywhere in Africa. So they came to Europe looking for jobs. And we were sharing the same problems that we experience here in Africa, according to our nations. So we are sharing the same feelings, the same, problems. And everybody like had the same kind of problem as the reason why he left Africa. Lack of job, things were not moving forward. And so we took the risk to go to Europe by selling our properties, or even getting a loan just to get money for visa, as well as to pay for school to go to Europe. So that's what we're talking about here. Right? I'll come again to talk more about it. Actually, Malawi will be also talking about it. I hear the cabinet in Malawi is in Mangochi having discussions. So we would like to even talk about what's happening in Mangochi. Not necessarily attacking the government, but actually trying to find out what are they doing for the lives of the people in Malawi. As the ministers, as the cabinet, do you really have the interest of Malawians? Do you love Malawians? Do you think, like, as a nation, the pace we have taken is going to hope to achieve equal prosperity, like we are going to be rich together in this country within the short period of time? What are we doing so much that we can get better in this country? Have a very good day until I come back with another video. My name is Hanlik. Bye-bye.